Couple of questionable moments. I think that's winnable game.
Yeah.
I think you win that one. Often. You got a good team. Maybe not the Swain, but
I think that, yeah, the reason I lost my
3 plays in mind.
Especially in the game was the blitz. I can look at it.
I've got 3 spots in mind.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I wanted to see the hook here. What is that, man? Hold on, I saw 2 hooks there.
Yeah, can we get a recount on the amount of hooks? One thing I don't like is that you're not already in ult form, just flinging out. I think you're waiting too long.
Yeah, you're right.
I think you should be discouraging this positioning. You should just ult this right away. Just discourage them from even walking this way. I talk about this all the time with like certain types of champions. Doing this objective, I really just don't want them to even get this close in the first place. So I don't like that they're able to get into this pocket here. Because to me, once they're this close, you have to ult kind of like in their face. I don't like this. I don't like having to ult with these guys encroaching. Animation locks us out and they walk forward. You see what I'm trying to articulate here?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
They all walk forward while we're in flight. And they're justified in doing so. See? They're justified in walking forward and getting encroaching in our territory. I don't ever expect Blitzcrank to be standing here had we just R'd and then put it right here.
Yeah.
The way it played, I mean, this is just giga hitbox, but whatever. I just don't like the R's coming late. And I feel, and it's going to be the reoccurring theme in mid. With the way that you're using your ults, it feels like you are hesitating just a half a second too long instead of just throwing it out and just discouraging.
Yeah,
I'm not really interested in the perfect ult here. I'm more interested in just making them not want to walk towards us. And it feels like you let them walk past this position that I'm circling with my mouse.
Yeah.
Feels like if you had just ulted out and dropped this, and while your team does this, it would have played a lot better. Because they just wouldn't have built. They're confident because they're playing within your cooldowns. When you're not ulting, they like, imagine you had just ulted about 6 seconds ago and just encroached here and throw the skill shot. You still have flash, you're still in charge. When they're coming to you, they have a lot more agency than we do in this fight.
Yeah.
Because the way I always frame it is from this position down is like a big question mark for them. It's what you entitle them to have.
Okay.
If they're allowed to walk up here without you just spazzing on them and blocking this off, basically I envision a world where you are like this 3 times while this is happening to take this and leave. But you're almost like, it's almost like you're looking to fight outright. And that's not what the intent should be when we're talking about taking this.
Yeah.
It should just be viewed as like a zone. We take it, we go this way, and then we farm.
That was definitely it. Yeah, I was looking to fight there. Just because I sort of overestimate how much damage I could do. And like out kite the blitz hook, but I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying that you know, if in a vacuum, goal should be take this and leave, and then you're gonna see the repeat of this in mid, and I'm gonna show you hesitate on ult a little too long because your objective, the way that you're layering out these objectives is just a little off. So this is unfortunate, whatever. We'll get a recount on the hook.
Oh, and then
this is, I think, a missed smite or something.
Yeah, I ended up somehow smiting someone else instead of Drake.
Smited Blitz.
Yeah, because the Drake turned. That's what happened.
I wonder how you can. I wonder how you can ensure that it. I wonder if you can like click the portrait of the dragon. You know what I mean? Like straight up.
Yeah, literally the Drake turned and then Blitz's hitbox went on smite. It's a damn Blitz, man. He ruined the game for me.
He was getting it. Okay, this bothers me that you're not already doing this. So okay. Right here, difference in play style here. Let's do it from a vision standpoint, okay? Because you need to start identifying these scenarios before they get to this level. What is happening right now? Let's talk it out. So what's going on? What's the game state right now?
So
I will back up one space so you can watch it play out.
Okay.
Okay, watch again. We have our vision. What's happening right now? Like what? So why is this fucked up? Like why am I thinking that you need to wave clear? That's what you need to figure out.
Because they have all mid and
part right.
Turrets half HP.
One problem.
2 bot.
2 bot. That's the thing. That's the main thing that I want. 2 bot. This is fucked up. Okay. This is like when
Easy money.
A good example is as I'm ex-military. This is like someone showed up out of uniform or something. Right? Okay. This is wrong. Okay. Enemy team now has to do something with this information. You're in diamond. Players do this more often, right? This isn't like gold where like people go 2 bot and nothing happens. This is diamond. So what happens is higher elos, when people show up like this, now they got to pick. It's not like they didn't do anything. Okay. But they're hovering and they're showing on the map that there's 2 bottom. So what is the enemy team likely to do? And you just said it.
Push mid because they have 3 mid. We have 2.
They should have 4 mid. They should have 4 mid.
Or yeah.
Here is where I identified it. Here is where you are. You should already be in dragon form, R-ing in advance again.
Right. Okay.
Flashes up.
I definitely see.
So we go in. You get out there. Look how close we are. Not a fan. Ult should have already came out about here. To get this off of the tower, you hit the back line, not the front line. Are you seeing what I'm getting at? The only reason this hook opens up at all, now it's lottery hook, by the way, what we're about to see. But the problem is the same scenario that happened here. Are you seeing what I'm bitching about?
I'm seeing the pattern. Yeah.
They are encroaching for free without you checking them back here. I don't want them to get here in the first place. I don't want them here. Now better players might try to weasel their way through as you go to wave clear. But if you're confident enough to try to poke at them here, you're confident enough to try to poke at them out here.
Yep.
So this hook is lottery, by the way. This guy shoots the fucking dream hook through like...
Oh, the Draven dodged it. Okay, that's what happened.
Yeah, the Draven Draven sets you up, dude. You set me up!
He was going for the Draven and then he got me.
It just looked confusing. It just looked weird, I
do get an E off, so that's good at least, but
it's just too little too late.
Die,
so the problem is that we weren't clearing, we didn't compartmentalize it in the way that I wanted. So the way that my head interprets this back here, and this is what I want you to try to start seeing, is okay. Our team, for whatever reason, is 2 bot lane, right? They're 2 bot lane, and they're about to get a weird pick. So this would be the equivalent of like when you are playing a side lane and you're weak side. Okay. Our job now needs to be survive. All right. The surest way to survive for Shyvana here is to just go forward with this wave after you finish, ult out here, and just try your damnedest as soon as you can to just hit the wave as soon as you can get, like probably here, right? So you would ult out to this position.
Yeah.
And then wave, it will stack. and then it'll pull back and you'll R here. It'll pull back and you R here and it's gone. Does that understand? Like
3 and it's definitely gone. Yep.
I don't care about them. That's what I'm trying to hammer home. I don't care. I'm not trying to kill them. I'm just trying to make it so that we just cashed gold and that the game state kind of like stabilizes.
Yeah.
Because what this is an unstable game state right now because of what just happened down here. That's what I am trying to articulate.
Right. Right.
It's unstable because there's 2 people here, and that definitely means there's about to be 4 people here. So it's a mess. We just got to make it so. It's the same thing I told the Lux guy yesterday in like really low elo. It's a similar concept. It's like, I would rather you just catch the wave and ignore this situation altogether than even entertain this siege. I don't even want to entertain it.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I think the other problem is sometimes I have the mindset of like trying to bait people in closer to tower because I mean, if I wasn't that behind, I would be able to like just. I mean, you saw the damage in the other game, right? But so yeah, it's definitely something I need to think about when I'm playing from behind like that.
Yeah, it's on the ropes. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Because you just had to be you have to be the rock sometimes where it's like, all right, they can't siege here because I'm here blocking it. And then what I would have liked to see is 3R, go here, take chickens, do what you can do, reset, and just hold the game up and give your win con, which was the Silas in this case, because Shen trolled.
Yep.
Xpetu over here.
Oh yeah. Wait, the gold isn't even that.
No, the gold's great. I'm telling you.
How's that even possible?
The gold's good.
Shutdowns, I guess, but wow.
Yep, comeback XP is a joke in this game.
What the heck? We're only 1k gold away, and it's like.
That's why we were in good shape. We were in good shape.
It's deceiving.
So
yeah, I guess I need to figure out, or I need to not figure out, but do that. What you're saying, like look at things ahead of time, and you know. Use my ult ahead of time, essentially.
Just to discourage it altogether. Like there's scenarios that you've got to start identifying where it's like, ooh, this is kind of sketchy. I don't want this fight at all, and just use that as like an opportunity to preemptively ult to throw out those.
Right.
Because I would have loved for you to just clear it a few times, and then chickens, and then reset it, and then we never lose this.
Yeah.
Your Silas would have been up, game state would have stabilized, everybody would have been cool. But now, to go back to that term, unstable game states, right? So because we get picked, the game state is still a mess. Now we've got a Baron happening, right? So it's just like one thing after another. We don't want that. We don't want, because whose team benefits from an unstable game state? Ours or theirs?
Theirs? Well,
absolutely.
I guess neither.
No, theirs, 100%. Look at their comp. Look at their comp. They love an unstable game state. Look at it. Assassin, Blitzcrank, Shen, right? Rek'Sai. These are all champions that, the only champion that doesn't really benefit from it is probably Kog'Maw, but he kind of has to slot in. Like he has to play this way, right? Now, if you look at our side, it's like, but what happens if we team fight? Well, we fucking win.
Yep.
So our teammates put us in a situation where we have to kind of pass the smell test here and recognize what's going on. And the way I view it is Silas is auto win in team fight. Kiana's auto win in team fight. We're auto win in team fight. Draven, not really, right? He's not really an auto win in team fight. This champion's an auto win in team fight.
Yeah.
So if we could get our little death ball together, we win. So that's why I didn't, when I see 3 people in the middle of the map and we're just kind of like bum fucking back and forth, I'm just thinking like, this is favorable for these guys. They love this. This guy gets to throw out a fish. This guy gets to throw out a hook. And if any of this shit gets low, this guy gets to just combo it. This guy gets to poke you down. It's just not a good position to be in. That's why I want to avoid it. So if we can identify stuff like this in advance, it would be ideal.
Yep.
So this was more of the same in that I feel like you're delaying it still. Ult should already be out. Same scenario.
Yeah.
The faster we do it, the faster we get it back and we can do it again. Because again, do we want to fight here?
No.
Absolutely not. So then you should already be out R-ing this right away. Don't even just rattle them off so that we could farm it up again. Because I see you keep trying to damage.
See it now, yeah.
Yeah. It's a pattern. And it's like you said, it's more reserved. It's more reserved when you're behind this type of thinking.
Yeah.
Think about solo queue like this. When we're behind, we just delay the game until somebody fucks up.
Right.
Delay of game is also pretty good for us too. If they're sieging and they make a mistake. This weird fight at the end was, I think, just a choke fest. You guys get a decent open. Goodie there.
Yeah, this was a joke by me. The Kog'Maw outplayed me, actually.
I don't like where you're going here, though. So it's 3v3. It's 3v3. He's midair. You should already be encroaching to this brush. If they don't have vision here, you automatically win.
Yeah.
They do. We can't know that, though. But what I would have done here is I would have tried to encroach to the brush first.
Okay.
Or just, with the Draven here, I probably just walk in. The way that you're moving suggests that you weren't quite on board with what the state of the team fight was yet. Like, if you notice, it feels to me like you weren't counting heads well here, right?
Like here, yeah.
Here should have been like I feel like the goal should have been, instead of walking back, it should have been walking forward.
Yeah.
This is one of those hindsight hero scenarios, and I don't like when people do these types of VOD reviews personally, this type of shit, because it's very like, oh, I know what the answer is, right? But I did, when I saw it play out, I was a little confused as to why we stepped back, and I think it was a misread of game state. That these guys are all...
I was honestly nervous about Cog because I thought he could just sustain me, because I don't do much damage with autos.
It's not that we're trying to auto him. We're trying to get in. We're trying to get in position. I'm not worried about the Cog, actually. I want to like work my way forward to get the fizz out of Zhonya's. That's what I'm thinking here. This guy, he's got to be scared if we walk up. He can't love it. Do you understand? He can't be in love with it. Unless he knows your cooldowns perfectly, it's definitely a game of like chicken here. So if I watch the fizz is about to come out of this and flash out. The problem with it is that I feel like we should already be here.
Yeah.
Our spacing is off. Like, I think his auto is like here. We're not close enough. Like, I'm okay with tanking a couple autos if I can get this guy with an E, is what I'm thinking.
Yep.
So that's what I'm worried about, because I think I'm on the same page as you. I don't really want to tank these autos, but I want to be closer so that I can bomb them one more time. And then here, I think I
didn't have vision on the bush.
I feel like you just had a choke moment. This is pretty telegraphed that they're going to turn on you, to me. But whatever, right? This is like why I say I don't like doing these types of VOD reviews, because it just feels like I'm a douche. I feel like I'm a douche, right? Like, duh. But like, it's not really duh when you're, you know.
I mean, the next play is something like where I could have.
Yeah, I think there was a confusion here in what I was trying to get you to do. So here's my logic. A situation like this, you probably should have known where the game's at. So your brain should have been, you kept dancing here, but I would have just smited this. Get it to kite back and smite and move here. Or just let it go and just go for the smite of this.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty bad, honestly. I went back and forth like so many times and I didn't even get Gromp. So it's like, wow.
Yeah, it was very much a...
It was a choke.
If you're gonna, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Shit happens. I would say my bigger concerns isn't so much with this. It's how we got here. And I think how you got here was avoidable.
Definitely. It was all the pathing, really.
The decisions to the decision to not zone in these spots are the ones that led us to this position, I believe, because I think you could have gotten uncontested it could have got an uncontested rift. I'm pretty confident just zoning here, and then here I'm pretty confident with better understanding of what was happening, you get this out of the way without any risk. Because with my coaching, I'm just big on like, is there a scenario where we can keep a positive position without risk, right? If I get the rift and I get to leave in a high elo game and I don't have to fight, that's just a good thing. Any scenario where we take something and don't fight, it's hard. It's hard to figure out, but if you can figure it out and do it, it's much preferred.
Yeah.
Like I would rather not just handshake any type of fight if I can just avoid that and get a favorable outcome. So in this case, the rift was going to be guaranteed. And in the bot lane case, the bot lane pick on Shen was going to be guaranteed resetting our team with a little lead.
Yeah.
So that's my logic. And I think you agree at this level, it's kind of required that we take those positions seriously.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. All right, man. Well, it was good to finally knock this out. I got to go talk to this tax dude, apparently. Sorry about the delays and everything.
Yeah, no worries at all. Glad to get it done.
Yeah, just keep in mind about that, about how to use your ult as more of a zoning tool right away instead of encouraging every single poke off. Yeah. Because I don't think every single poke fight is worth it. As fun as it is.
Cool. It is pretty fun.
It is. I've been playing Italy and I limit test the shit out of it. But like, as you get to higher up, those limit tests, you've got to start recognizing like, this isn't really like I'm winning this position. So like, I got to just go. Does that make sense?
Yep. Makes sense.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.